Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 19 of Capacity Building Training for 1,000 Nigerian civil servants on ICT, organized by Hamad Technologies and Consultancy Limited. So today, as always, we are going to start by showing our outlines, which is what we are going to cover for the day. We are going to start with a quick recap of the 18. Then we move on to how to create a formal letter. And then we do a question and answer session, and then we call it a day. Uh, so so previously on the 18, we discussed on how we discussed and made a practical on how to create formal letterhead with design. How to create a letterhead with design to match your company's brand or something else like that to make it aesthetically appealing. Okay, to match your brand, the brand of your company, or to design to make it very aesthetically appealing, not like the one we looked at previously on the 17. So today, our class is going to focus on how to create a formal letter. How do we create it, and how do we also format it, its structure and other things. Basically, what this formal letter is just yes. So sometimes don't get is this formal letter, the name is the most populous one that people use. But don't get confused when people call it business or professional letter. It's also its name. Some people used to call it like that. Okay. And this formal letter is just a written, it's just a piece of writing or letter. Let's just say letter written in a strict format and tone. It has a strict structure and tone that you cannot just start writing a formal letter and say, hey, Abuga, hey, what's up? How you doing? You cannot do it like that. It follow a strict tone of voice that you can say in writing the letter, and it also has a strict structure. It's mostly used by people in official position. What do I mean by official? This official position is like between, let's say, between companies and companies to share, to communicate with each other. They use formal letter. Yes, between an employee and his boss in an official position. Yes, in a professional position or official position, you want to apply for a leave. You write a formal letter to your boss so that he will grant you the lift that you applied for. Yes, you can also use it for that. And I will share my screen so that we will just work continue with the practical. We just start with the practical. I think I'll just share my Microsoft screen so that we can continue with the practical. Okay. Okay. Basically, when we need to write a formal letter, as I said, it follows a strict format or structure, which the first one is we need to have your address, the sender's address, right? You need to have the sender's address. After the sender's address, this is just a piece of writing that I have. It's unformatted. It's just something that I generated. It's just for us to practice. You need to have your address. You as the sender, you need to have a sender's address. You as the sender, you need to have your address in the formal letter. This just for example, this is your address. After address, what you need to have next is your date. It's the date that you are sending the letter. This is the date, right? You need to have the date that you are sending the letter. You need to have a date in the formal letter. After date, we have two, right? Then we need to have the receiver's address. Unlike informal letter, you only need one address in informal letter, but for the formal letter, you need two. You need to have a receiver's address. Receiver address basically means what the address of the receiver, the person you are sending the letter to. You need to have it also. Yes, this one doesn't have any date on it. Since you have the date previously, uh, when you after the sender's address, yes. Then after the receiver's address, Also, this receiver's address can also be called recipient address. Then you need to also have your salutations or greetings. Some people used to call it salutations or greetings. It's all the same thing. You need to have it. Dear Sir Omar. And depending on yes, you need to have it. Yes, there depending on the condition where you are writing the letter. Sometimes you need to have a subject, and sometimes in the case where you're writing an application letter or requesting for something, you need to have subject also. Depending on the condition you are writing the letter, you need to have your subject after the salutations. What do you, how many do we have now? We have the sender's address, we have the date, we have the recipient address, we have the salutations, and we have the subject. 5, right? Then after this one, the subject, you also need to have the body of the letter, which is the main letter, what you are going to see in the letter. You need to have it. The body of the letter is basically what you need to say in the letter, what you are trying to say in the letter. You need to have it also. After that, you are going to have another one which is called yes, closing statement. You need to have it also. Closing statement, you need to have it. Then after closing statement, then you insert your signature. There's no signature here, but I will walk you through how to insert it. It's a signature. Basically, yes, it comes between this closing statement and your name and position that you hold. This position you hold and your name is basically just part of the signature that you are going to put, just to show that it's coming from you. Yes. Also, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to show you how to format this letter, because this is not the structure that we need to have. This is not the format that we follow when writing a formal letter. You know already that this address need to be here at the right side of the letter. This one is at the perfect spot, and other formattings. You need to format the text and the rest of the things. We also need to put the uh signature. I'll walk you through how to put insert a signature inside Microsoft Word. So so for us to start the letter, we need to format it as I mentioned, right? You just how do you take this address, this sender's address to the right side of the letter? You just highlight it. You just do it by highlighting it. And if you recall previously, we when we are discussing on shortcut keys, when we are discussing on shortcut keys, we explain how to use that Control M. What that is tab, right, to shift something across the screen. Then you use this Control M when you want to shift it across to the right side of the screen. You just do it by clicking Control M. Just click Control and plus M. As you can see, it start moving. Then you take it to the right side of the screen. I think here is okay. Yes. When you pass that level, it will start shrinking. Yes. As you can see, our address is there. What do we need to have next? Yes. The receiver's address, yes, is at the perfect spot. Is located at the left side of the screen. This one is okay. Then our salutation is okay also. This is how we put it there, Sir Uma, which depending on whether you send it the letter to a man or a woman, male or female. Right? Yes, let's just say that. Okay, for your subject, you need to align it to the center. You might decide to underline it or not. Just how you decide to do it. You need to bold it also and change its font size. Let's say you want to go with 14 or 16. Let's say you want to go with 14. As you can see, we just formatted the subject also. After the subject, this is our text. Yes, this is looking good. Yes, this is looking good. Yes, this is the body of our letter. This is how we format it. Is working normally. This is how we format all of these things. Yes. There's a situation where people used to write this at the left side. When you want to where people used to take this closing statement and the rest at the right side of the screen. Where you need to do it also, you just click this Control M. But for this one, I think we are leaving it here. We are just leaving it there. Let's just leave it there. Let's just change this formatting. Yes, we have it like this. So this is basically the structure of our. This is how it should look like. Uh Sender's address should be placed at the right side of the screen. Then the receiver's address at the left side of the screen. We have our salutation. We have the subject formatted perfectly. Yes, we have the body of the letter, which is what we are going to see. Then your closing statement. Yes, our closing statement. Then our signature. I'll walk you through how to put that. For you to just to put the signature, you can do it by just by signature. It need to be inserted as an image. Yes, as an image. You might decide to have it as a PNG format with transparent background, or maybe since the color of this screen is white, the paper is white, you can also put it with a white background, but advisably you put it with a transparent background. And when you the perfect way for you to do that is just by when you are trying to snap the signature, just snap it on a white paper. When you snap it on a white paper, there's a way you can remove the background here in the Microsoft Word, and I will walk you through that. You insert the signature by just coming to this picture on the insert tab in our menu bars. Then let me see where I can find it. Yes, let me go to my desktop. Think I have, yes, I have this image. Then you insert it. When you insert it, as we normally do, you need to change the uh yes, the layout option. You need to change this layout option to in front of text, as we normally used to do. Then you reduce the size of the signature. You reduce it like this. Reduce it. Okay, just before I take it to the place I want. Let me just take it there. Okay, we have it here. So how do you remove this background? You just remove this background by coming to this as this format option is open to you on your screen. This format option will be open on your screen, right? When it's open, I'm coming. Yes, as this format option is open on your screen, yes, you remove this by just clicking on the letter. This format, this image format will be open to you. Then come to this remove background. When you come to this remove background and click it, as you can see, the background has turned to a purple color, purple or pinkish color, something like that, something like just like that. You just click on this keep changes. When you click on this keep changes, as you can see, the background has been removed. Yes, as you can see, the background is removed. Yes, you just select the screen wherever you want, and we have the uh yes, the signature also inserted in the letter. So this is how we do it basically. And when you want to change the text, maybe you want to use Times New Roman instead of this Calibri, this default Calibri that we have. Just highlight everything. Okay, you can use Control A to highlight everything, then you just change it. Let's say you want to go with Times New Roman. Yes, Times New Roman, click enter. You can see it's looking perfectly good. Yes. So this is how we create normal formal letter. We have our sender's address, we have the receiver's address, the salutations, the salutation, yes, the subject, body of the letter, how many, the closing statement, and our signature, and name also the with our position, with your position that you hold in the company or something else like that. So this is how we write formal letter. is how we format it inside Microsoft Word. I think this is all we have for today's class. We are going to move on to the question and answer session. Yes, today's class is very short, I guess. Let me just go back to the and we start the question and answer session. So this is how we create and format letter inside Microsoft Word. So we are moving to the question and answer session. Do you have any question regarding today's class? I guess.
Good evening, sir. Please,
Good evening, sir.
this we
Uh,
want to insert it on the
Hello?
header
I cannot
letterhead
hear you. I
paper.
cannot hear you. Can you start afresh? I cannot hear you.
Eh, Yeah, yeah. I say this letter that you have just shown us.
Yes,
Suppose
yes.
that we want to put it on a head paper. How are we going to do it? Thank you.
You want to put it in on what?
Letterhead paper.
Okay, on letterhead paper.
Letterhead paper, sir. Yes,
Okay,
because I know there is some measurement that. Uh-huh.
okay. For that measurement, I think you need to that's really confusing sometimes, I guess. For that measurement, you need to test it. Maybe you just so how do we do this? You can just increase what I normally do when I use when I used to print something like that is I'll just come to my screen and just you see, let me share the screen. I'll just increase uh I will just zoom out the screen to match A4 paper size, so that I'll just place it on top of the screen, right? When I place it on top of the screen, so then I start by coming, then clicking enter from the top of the paper, so that it will come down, so that it will not tell you the it will not tell you the headings that I have here, the letterhead that I have. It will not tell you it is. I'll just click enter on it. I'll just place the paper on top of the screen, this thing, the letterhead that I have maybe printed. I'll just align it with the screen, so that the first end of the paper should be here and the other end should be placed here. I'll just make sure everything is aligned perfectly with the screen. But sometimes people used to just print it first. You just print the rough one. You see the whether it's aligned or not. Then you see how you can adjust it so that it will be printed to your this thing. That's how basically we do it. Do you have any question?
No, I think it's okay. Yeah,
Okay, it's okay.
thank you.
Mhm. Any other question from the participants? Yes, do you have any question regarding to this class? Any other question you might have? Okay. Okay, so in the absence of question, this is the end of the 19 of capacity building training for 1,000 Nigerian civil servants on ICT, where we discuss on how to create an formal letter. We discuss on the structure that we need to follow to write a formal letter, how to format it, and the structure that we need to follow. Yes, we discuss on all of them. This is where we end the class. Uh, thank you for coming on board. We shall see you in the next class.
Thank you.